Hello, everyone. Have you ever thought about how much a simple nickname could impact your life? We'll examine a story that illustrates it today. Consider getting married and letting your future be ruined by something as trivial as a moniker. Doesn't that sound unbelievable? Continue reading to learn how Guilfoyle's drunken moniker supposedly caused her engagement to end. Who is Guilfoyle then? Guilfoyle is a well-known individual whose lively personality and charisma have won over many hearts. Behind the scenes, though, things weren't quite as ideal as they appeared. Things appeared to be going smoothly as they made plans for the future because Guilfoyle was in a committed relationship. However, her drunken moniker was the one thing that caused friction in her relationship with her fiancé. Let's pause and consider. The life of the party has always been Guilfoyle. She is the life of the party, regardless of the size of the gathering. Because she was humorous and enjoyed having fun, her friends began referring to her as Tipsy Guil. It was all done with good humor at first. Guilfoyle disliked the word, but everyone else loved it. She actually welcomed it as a characteristic of her lively personality. Guilfoyle met her soulmate a few years later. Her fiancé saw her energy, warmth, and capacity to bring joy to all. Everyone was anticipating their wedding since they were the ideal pair. Before the nickname began to cause problems, everything appeared to be going smoothly. While preparing for the wedding, Guilfoyle's fiancé started to notice something that disturbed him. He didn't like the moniker Tipsy Guil, but he liked her wild side. It did not, in his opinion, adequately convey the significance of what they were about to commit to. The phrase, he thought, implied a carefree attitude that could permeate their marriage. Because he believed the nickname revealed a part of Guilfoyle that would be detrimental to their future together, he began to worry. However, Guilfoyle believed the name fit her upbeat personality. She was unaware that it was creating tension. They had a challenging chat when her fiancé brought it up. Instead of appreciating his opinion, Guilfoyle was indignant that something so innocuous was being used as an excuse to cast doubt on their relationship. They grew apart as a result of the disputes brought on by this misunderstanding. Guilfoyle and her fiancé chose to end their engagement after multiple attempts at reconciliation. They were both disappointed by the decision. Guilfoyle was surprised that a moniker that was supposed to honor her individuality had ended up being the cause of their breakup. However, her fiancé claims that he was unable to ignore his worries about their future. Fans were split as soon as the split was revealed. Others felt sorry for Guilfoyle because they thought a nickname shouldn't ruin a relationship. Others supported her fiancé because they sympathized with his wish for a more serious and secure future. Discussions about how little things can have a major impact on relationships were spurred by the narrative. So, what does Guilfoyle's story teach us? It begins with demonstrating the value of communication in a cooperative endeavor. Being truthful about everything, even the most unimportant subjects, is essential. Guilfoyle and her fiancé could have been able to prevent the split if they could have come to an understanding or had a greater understanding of one another's viewpoints. Second, it emphasizes how disparate personalities and viewpoints may mesh, particularly when collaborating to get ready for the future. Finding a balance that benefits everyone requires acknowledging and valuing each other's individuality. Guilfoyle paused after the divorce to think about what had happened. Despite the fact that the nickname was but a little part of her identity, she understood that it was crucial to allaying her fiancé's fears. Guilfoyle accepted her humor and her seriousness, both of which are necessary for a strong partnership. Her fiancé likewise paused to consider his desires for a partner and relationship. He understood that Guilfoyle was more than just her name and that he had to value her for who she really was. Guilfoyle concentrated on making her life better and getting her confidence back. She surrounded herself with family and friends who were encouraging and had faith in her abilities. She became stronger and more self-aware as a result of this process, and she was prepared to move on with a better grasp of her relationship goals. Her ex-fiancé also improved his comprehension and communication abilities. He came to see the value of taking a comprehensive approach to relationships and addressing issues directly, rather than allowing them to fester. All wounds eventually healed, and Guilfoyle was able to feel joy again. She was more aware of who she was and what she wanted in a companion, but she was still the happy, cheerful girl that everyone adored. She learned from her experience how important it is to communicate honestly and strike a balance between devotion and enjoyment. Guilfoyle's tale serves as a reminder that our lives can be profoundly impacted by even the tiniest things. It teaches us to appreciate the intricacies of a relationship, communicate honestly, and comprehend one another's viewpoints. Although it's unfortunate that her engagement ended because of a nickname, it's a tale of self-discovery, personal development, and the value of remaining true to oneself. For more engrossing stories like Guilfoyle's, click the like button and subscribe if you thought his story was as fascinating as we did. Remember to leave a remark in the space provided below. Have you ever been in a relationship where things like this happened? We are eager to hear from you. Thank you for your time, and be sure to watch all the way through for more incredible content. I appreciate you being here today. Every story has its ups and downs, as Guilfoyle's experience demonstrates, and how we respond to them genuinely shapes who we are. Remain upbeat, continue conversing, and never value the impact of a simple nickname. Until then, be careful and stay in touch.